Amanda Lorence, a beautiful soul who I love because of her authenticity. She comes from her heart. She has no hidden agenda. And many of her posts I have to read a few times because it's hard to read words these days. It's more the feeling behind the words. So I have to read it out loud, and it takes some time for it to really settle, even though it resonates to me. And her recent post is called Understanding Love and the Conditioned Programming of Humanity. And as I read her post a second and third time, I realized that through my life, I have not loved anyone. I hadn't even loved myself. It's kind of hard to love when you really don't understand it. And today I know it's when all the judgment goes. And there was a point in her message which brought me back to a time when I was younger, 40, 50 years ago. And my dad, whom I've always loved, yet never judged. And he was judged by so many. And it was interesting as I sat back and looked at that, the times that I had shared with him. And I know he did wrong many times, but yet I could not judge him. And was that love? Or was that a window showing me that there was hope for me, that if I could look at my father and hold no judgment, but still love him? Was my father a representation of God? God at that time was the furthest thought from my mind, from my heart. I was still trying to understand what love was, or what love wasn't. And it's incredible to see that now, as I look back, and all my confusion around love. And it's, as Amanda said, it's just incredible programming that we are all going through, our own program. And how can you go through this program and not judge? Because that is really what it's all about, is the judgment. And it's realizing that it's not they you judge, it's yourself that you judge. But when I look at my dad, and realize there was a glimmer of hope for me, because I felt that love without judgment. And where I sit now, I'm amazed at how little I judge. Yet I still do. And as Amanda said, this programming that we're in, we will keep going through these programs until we reach that point in one lifetime or another, where we will just sit with God in a love that exists already. It's around us. It's within me. It's realizing that where I am and the path I'm on, no matter how lonely it may feel at times, it's just bringing me closer to my truth. Will I get to that place within myself where I will only love for every minute, every second of the day, to be of this world and not trapped in it. It is something that I strive for. And it's taken a lot of work. But it's going through all those layers of programming and sitting back and saying, what is it that I can discover about myself through that moment in time? And when I go back to that time with my father, and to really see the compassion I held for him, no matter what he did, it really was an eye-opener for me, even now as I sit here and talk about it. To know that I was capable of doing that way back then, yet I clearly did not love myself at all. And as I said, I judged myself terribly. But I think that when you can take the time and go back in your life and really look at the points of where you really loved someone without judgment, it wasn't something you were going to give and take away from it. It was just there. It was just natural. It just is. I'm sharing this with you to hopefully give you some insights to step out of what you feel when you judge, to look at that and go, why am I doing that? How can I judge one and not another? It's almost like a door opening and saying, there is the possibility that I could do it for everyone all the time. So when you have a chance, I've posted Amanda's words with this video. Maybe you can take the time to read it. Read it out loud and slowly, and then go back and read it again the next day. You'll discover more about you, your journey, your programming, and how simple things can really be. Thank you. And I would love to hear your thoughts, how you've struggled with love. Because at the end of the day, and as Amanda said, it's all about love. It really is. It's all about love. Thank you.